Hi, this is Mike Regan with TranzAct's 2-minute warning for the week of June 20th. In this 2-minute warning, we want to go back and revisit an extremely important topic, and that is the risk that shippers take with their carrier selection process. We want to remind everybody, it only takes one carrier involved in an accident to expose your company to very costly litigation and the threat of a multi-million-dollar judgment. And that's why we make the following recommendations to everybody. First of all, you need to make sure that every carrier that comes into or moves out of your facility has a transportation contract with your company. Second, we want to remind you to check the CSA scores on an ongoing basis for every one of these carriers. And finally, we want you to make sure that you understand the insurance coverage that these carriers have. Now, you hear this stuff and you may say, geez, Mike, that sounds pretty basic. Doesn't everybody do that? Well, the reality of it is, and we know this based on a lot of experience, that that's not the case. So when some of you hear this, you may be saying, well, Mike, that applies to everyone else except my company. But there are those of you who understand this is so important that you need to investigate, is there something here I should consider? Which is why I want to share a little story with you. A couple of weeks ago, a president called me and he said, Mike, I'd like to bring a transportation attorney to lunch and meet with you so that I understand what's really at stake with this issue. Afterwards, he sent out a letter to some of his transportation people. He said, I met with Mike Regan today, and the subject of having a service contract with all of our requirements in place with each carrier and broker came up for discussion. My take from this meeting is this. Our company must have a contract put in place to protect us from many elements of litigation, misunderstanding, liability, and claims. He went on to tell me that the value of that lunch was worth many, many times what he paid for it. So we understand the fact that some of you are very, very busy and you really don't have time to get around to this subject, but it's too important to ignore, which is why we encourage you to pick up the phone and give us a call and ask us about TranzAct's Shipper Shield program. It's a great program and it'll go a long way to address your concerns in this area. Now, with each 2-minute warning, we also want to remind you we're on your team and we're here to help. So pick up the phone and give us a call and let us go to work for you. Thanks for your time.